Gabriella Chill Me, and One Night Only before that. It was Just for Tonight.
National Radio 1. Joe Whiley.
Still to come on the show, in about an hour's time, we'll be joined by Tracy Cox. She's our expert today, talking about affairs of the heart, muddles of the mind, all the stress and strains that you're going through. If you're having a traumatic time in a relationship, get your questions through. joe.wiley@bbc.co.uk. We've had a lot coming through this morning. We'll try and get through as many as we possibly can. 81199 is the text. Also going to be talking about Coldplay playing a track from the new album. If you're desperate to hear the new album, we're doing that all across this week. It's our Pet Sound, the entire album, and it's the title track today, Viva La Vida, which is a personal favourite. So we'll do that before 12 o'clock. We'll talk about them coming in as well on the show, which is this Thursday. But right now it's time for today's Changing Tracks. And I want to say thank you to James for getting in touch with us today. James Hornsby in Staffordshire. James, I know you're listening at the moment. This is the story he wanted me to tell. A couple of years ago, my brother told me that I was to become an uncle for the first time. Months later, his fiancée gave birth to a beautiful baby boy called Jacob, and I was honoured when they asked if I would be his godparent. Then in October, my nephew was rushed into hospital. He went through numerous tests and was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition called spinal muscular atrophy, SMA. And we were told that there was a good chance that he wouldn't make Christmas. Obviously, it hit the family very hard, and we were all petrified of losing Jacob. I didn't know anything about SMA, so I desperately searched the internet. I came across the Jennifer Trust website, which provided all the details on the condition that I needed. Thankfully, my nephew was released a couple of weeks later, and both the families pulled together to give as much help as they could. However, I couldn't stand the feeling of helplessness, and as his uncle and godfather, I knew that I had to do something. When initially looking around the Jennifer's Trust website, I remembered seeing a sponsored cycle ride from London to Paris, and I knew that that's what I had to do. Since his diagnosis, my life has changed. It's been turned upside down. It's revolved around training, raising money, and spending as much time with my family as I can. Christmas came and went, and there had been no major change in his condition. So, needless to say, it was the greatest Christmas ever. It's not been an easy 6 months, and Jacob's taken a couple of bad turns, but he's a real little fighter, and he's made us all so very proud. As you read this out, Joe, I will be preparing to get on my bike and to cycle to Paris for Jacob. I'll be listening to the radio and hoping that you'll play my changing track. This is for everybody who's suffering from SMA or has a life-limiting illness. It's for Jacob. That is your changing track for today. It's Sigur Rós and Hopipola. I have to say that James sent me through some pictures of Jacob. He is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. A real kind of cheeky glint in his eye and a gorgeous smile as well. Just the sweetest thing. If you do want to sponsor James, who's raising money, the Jennifer Trust is the trust that he was talking about. You can do that via the trust, so it's the Jennifer Trust. And SMA is the thing that he was talking about, the condition that Jacob has at the moment. I'm not one to cry, Manly Man says on the text, but Jacob's story twinged with that song brought a tear to my eye. Good luck with your long journey, and also to baby Jacob. Paddy in Birmingham shivered down my spine at the beginning of the changing track after that story. Amazing. Good luck to him. Laura in South Wales, walking with my son at the moment. I can't stop the tears from flowing. Best of luck to the whole family. H in Oxford, my daughter is 7 months old and I can't imagine going through that. Love to the family and good luck with the bike ride. It's touched so many people, that changing track. I can't tell you the number of texts and emails that have come through. So James, please send on all best wishes to Jacob, to his family as well, to his mum and dad, and best of luck with your ride. And send us pictures when you've done it, okay? Want to see more pictures of Jacob as well. Thank you. Utah Saints and Something Goes. 23 minutes after 11 o'clock. Still emails and texts flooding through as a result of today's changing tracks. James got in touch with us, and you can tell he this was something that meant a lot to him and he didn't really want to shout about it that much, but obviously he wants to raise money and people are kind of asking how they can get involved, what they can do. It's the condition that Jacob had, his spinal muscular atrophy, which is SMA, and the people who've kind of helped the whole family are the Jennifer Trust, and we've had people who've gone through similar things and they've said again themselves how important it is to them. So if you go there and check out the Jennifer Trust, there is a link already which will tell you more and tell you about James' trip and what you can do to get involved. So it's the Jennifer Trust, just so that you know that. Back to the music, and we're going to play your new band now. They're called Las Vegas. Featured them on the